This council culture, dog. Say what I want about you. I'm like over.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 75. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. The Niners at 13-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He'll find Nwangu underneath. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 11 yards for number 11. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On first down, Snell flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Snell. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Fields. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, there he goes left side. 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here with the Nwangu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off play action, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. To throw is Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. 30, past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Oh, what a juke into space. There he goes right side. The 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
22 yards there, a first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Mabry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Fields. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Fields now to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Up and good for Santoso. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing on first down. Snell taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 55 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing to start the drive. Snell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Back to throw. Fields.
Buying time to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Slot man moves right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They snap it to Fields.
And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
The slot man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Off play action. Snell. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Carlos Basham.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 3rd and long. Snell.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score...
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is down to 24. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 197 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to shoot.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Buccaneers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off the play fake, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now a give here to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run left with Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's got room. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 239 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. First down, and it's Pollard again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Tampa Bay,
they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Niners,
they fall for just the 4th time all season as they will finish 13-4.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go up. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bike and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch.